Welcome to How Far is Too Far with your host, Brian. And today we have a very special episode. But before we get into it, I just want to ask you for a big favor. Follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, Spotify, Twitter, Google Podcasts, Apple Music, all platforms. We out there. It is completely free for you to listen to the podcast. You know, listen to it while you're in the shower, while you're at the gym, while you're driving. Maybe not while you're driving. Might get a little distracted, but you can listen to it if you're driving, and within the safe measures of driving, I guess. But back to our episode today. Today we have a very special guest. It is the youngest guest so far in How Far is Too Far. Introduce yourself.
I'm Talia and I'm 15 years old.
15 years old. And you might wonder, why do we have a little youth in the podcast? Well, because just because you have an opinion, they as well have an opinion. And I am very interested to listen and see, number one, differences. Where did we go wrong? Why y'all seem so different from, the old guys like me? Like, we're not even that,
I mean...
Yeah, I'm old. You might look at me like, yeah, nigga, you old.
Yeah.
But I'm not that old.
What, you're like 30?
Nah. Nah.
Not yet.
Not yet. One day. Talia, talk to me. How you been? How's Corona treating you?
Well, I just recently got surgery, so I've been stuck home for the past 2 weeks. But
Wow.
Usually I'd be out with my friends at their houses.
So talk to me about your surgery. What happened?
Basically back in June, I fell off a skateboard going downhill.
So you're a skateboarder.
Yeah, I was.
Look, Lil Wayne, look what you did. Crazy.
And I didn't think it was that serious until I went to the hospital and they're like, "Oh, you sprained a ligament."
Oh, shit.
And I was like, "Oh." So I didn't think it was going to be that bad until I found out I might have to get surgery because I ended up tearing an ACL. But luckily, it wasn't that bad, and I just got it repaired. Nothing had to
so
be
they
like
super
completely
glued
fixed.
it in there or something.
I think so. I don't know, but they just made little incisions, and now we're fine. But
All right.
yeah,
Now, for the people that don't know you, you're 15. I'm gonna guess that, and within your boundaries, you're, some are popular amongst your peoples.
yeah.
But for the people that don't know you, who is Talia?
I don't really know how to explain myself.
Who are you? I don't know. I want to know who you are. Who are you? What are you all about?
Well, I'm all about having fun, I guess. Like,
Having fun.
I'm like a party girl for my age, I guess.
You're a party girl. Wait a minute. I'm here just because, see, when I was 15, I wasn't thinking about no parties. Yes, I went to parties, but it was not like my main concern.
Oh, it's not mine either.
So what do you do? What are your childish behaviors that you do have? I don't think you got any. Because look at you. Lashes, hair.
That's not true.
Sometimes
I still have very childlike features. I just keep them to myself.
Like what?
Like, I still sleep with my stuffed animals. I still sleep with my mom.
But I feel like those are things that even as an adult, like I've seen
yeah.
girls that I go into their bedrooms and it's like full of stuffed animals, and they're like, my
Wow.
age or clothes.
That's kind of weird.
I don't think it's childish. I feel like it.
I mean, I still have my childhood
So
toys.
you don't play no like board games, no video games.
I play video games. I mean, I played Fortnite and Minecraft with my friends.
Your friend. What is that, like Monday to Wednesday?
Every day almost. Like, it's either Minecraft, The Sims, or Fortnite.
So what? So the partying, like how does the partying looks like? Bunch of 15 years old go out to wild out. What does that look like?
Well, the last party I went to, which was back in July, there were people older than me. So I
Whoa.
wasn't really with my own age group. And the parties that happen at my school, they're pretty shitty. So
where do you go party?
I go party with the
With
Brantford people.
With the old heads.
With the Brantford people.
That's not true.
That's true.
With the Brantford people.
Yeah, the Brantford people.
Who's the Brantford people? Like, oh yeah, we know who they are.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't name.
Oh no! Oh no! Nah, you know what? In that sense, like you're still like in good hands. Like I feel like you're not doing anything bad. Are you?
No.
No. Or you just don't want your mom to see this and grind you for a month.
No, I don't do anything bad.
Talia, how's school? How's school doing?
Well, before it was pretty easy, but now I have English, so it's kind of hard. Yeah.
Is that because of the whole like COVID thing? Now you have to do online schooling.
Definitely. I'm like more of a visual learner.
Yeah.
And being online is kind of harder, and the teacher doesn't really explain well as she should be, but what can you do? It's online school.
Yo, teacher, pay attention to your youths, man. Like, don't think because now you got to work from home, you could do a lousy job.
I
They
know.
still need help. And this is what she's saying right now. So in your own opinion, your own words, you're saying that school is just a lot harder now.
I mean, certain like subjects are harder. Like I feel like math and science and English, like the harder subjects are harder because a lot of people like to see it in person, like the explanations.
Right,
and
like
stuff.
like you know how like they get up and they like draw the stuff in the blackboard and whatever else. Like how do they do that? Do they even do that anymore?
Yeah, they have like these smart boards or something that you can, like a Google board, and they just project it on the screen of the Google Meet, and then they just draw it on there. But like I feel like it's easier if you can have like one-on-one time with the teacher.
Yeah.
Because that personally for me, like I'm that type of person that wants like a one-on-one like talk with the teacher so he or she can help me explain better.
Like it's not the same when you're like just spreading a message for everybody versus just like a build messages for you.
Yeah.
I get that. So you failing school?
I'm not failing school. I actually am doing pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
I got honor roll last year.
Honor roll.
So
wow.
I'm aiming for honor roll this year as well, which I mean I might get because I have 80s in most of my classes. Like the lowest I have is like a 75 maybe.
All right. So you're not doing bad.
Yeah.
So what are your future plans? So what grade are you? I don't even know what 50 is.
I'm in grade 10, going to grade 11.
Great, going in grade 11.
Yeah.
You got any ideas of what are you gonna do with your life after high school? That's tough.
Kind of, but like not really. Like before I didn't really have a sense of what I wanted to do, but now I'm going towards like the teaching aspect because I mean like I feel like it's what's best for me because I'm not one with the science and the maths and stuff. I feel like I'm better with helping younger kids like learn about the ABCs. And colors.
So like you want to help other kids with your own struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very considerate.
Because like I wouldn't want to like go out of my way to teach something that I'm not personally passionate about. You know, that's what most teachers do.
At that point, it's just boring.
Yeah. So I'd rather just
life.
start with the younger kids and then they can, help themselves.
That's dope. That's so dope. Talia, what do you do for fun these days? You're locked up. We live in Toronto, so for the people that don't know, Toronto is completely shut down. What do you do for fun?
Well, we technically live in Vaughan, so
Vaughan.
I think is it shut down?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Not Vaughan's not shut down.
Not shut down.
Well, before I had my surgery, I would usually just hang out at my friend's house.
Who's your friends? Send a shout out to your friends.
Isabella Verdella.
Hey, Isabella.
She's the main one that I go to.
Shout out to Isabella. Everybody else other than Isabella that didn't get a shout out. You already know what that means.
No, wait. Also, shout out to Adriana.
Oh shit,
Adriana, Alexis.
Okay.
Annie. My cousin Jocelyn.
So you ain't hang out. You ain't hang out with no boys. That's good.
Yeah, I'm not. I get really awkward around guys. Surprisingly.
Look. If I was a father, I would be so happy about that. But at the end of the day, I don't know if that's a good thing. Why are you awkward around guys?
I mean, okay.
You don't think about it? You don't have those
I do have guy friends, but like I don't really hang out with them like that much. Like my friend, he lives in Hamilton, and I've only hung out with him a couple of times. I don't really see him. I know. And then my other friend lives in Toronto, but his parents are like really strict, so it's hard for him to come down here because I'm not going all the way down to freaking St. Clair, Toronto, just to go hang out with him and then go home after.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, at least you got the girls, you guys understand each other. You guys have shit to in common that you guys share and whatever. Talk shit about everybody else.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you do when you're 15. You talk a lot of shit about everybody else. Any issues right now? Anything that's popping in your life that you wish it wasn't happening, or is it something really good that is happening in your life right now that you wish that it just stays there forever?
I mean, I don't know. My life's pretty boring right now.
I heard you wanted to start a YouTube channel. Wait.
That's a funny joke.
Talia, why don't you start a YouTube channel?
I don't want like other people's feedback to be negative, and like I just don't want people to talk about it. Like, you know.
Look, if I could give you a piece of advice as a old head that I am to you, is that you got to treat life kind of like a light bulb. It's either on or off. That's it. Everything else is irrelevant. Yeah, I know it's kind of vague, but if you really think about it, it's deep.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but like it's just I don't feel like I'm confident enough to like show myself off to the world like that.
Hey guys, this is Talia. She's showing off herself to the world today.
Not really.
Yeah, really.
I mean, if I had my own YouTube channel, I would do like.
Oh, like you could be like yourself.
Yeah. Like this, I gotta keep it a little.
Huh? Why?
I don't know, just in case people.
But I thought it was cool. Why
Like,
are you holding back from
I don't
me?
know. What if my mom's like watching this? I don't want her to know some stuff.
What your mom is gonna watch your YouTube channel? What are you gonna do? Block her on all socials?
Yeah. Block her. She don't need to know. Or maybe I'll just block her from certain videos.
But maybe she's just gonna be cool with it.
No.
Who knows? Why not?
I mean, I tell my mom a lot of things, but there's certain stuff I obviously can't tell her. But
Well, at least not yet.
not yet. Maybe when I'm like 18, I'll tell her.
Also, you're doing 18-year-old shit at
No.
15. Is that what you're telling me?
No, just stuff that my sister's done before at my age, and I don't want my mom to feel disappointed that I'm just following her footsteps as well.
Also, your sister's a bad influence. Who's your sister, by the way?
My sister is Ariana Solis. Oh, sorry, Ariana. Sorry.
Ariana, for the people. We'll get Ariana into here one day. So your sister's a bad influence. How come?
She's not a bad influence. I mean, she doesn't necessarily like. I did this, like the stuff I'm talking about. I started this stuff on my own, but she
condoned it.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, bitch.
Yeah. And she like allows it.
So she's the one like driving you to places that you shouldn't be, basically.
No, I go on my own, like by myself.
So when you go on your little ventures, like you leave her outside of that. Like,
yeah, she doesn't know about most of where I go or who I hang out with. Like before COVID, I would subway everywhere, basically, and I wouldn't really lie about where I was going because my mom has like my location. I just lie who I was with.
Oh.
Or I would just tell her after, be like, oh, I ran into that person. Just saying.
Why?
Just in case I get caught.
No, but like, why didn't you just tell in the first place who you're with?
Because my mom doesn't really like me hanging out with boys.
Oh.
So if it's like, because I don't hang out with boys alone. Like I hang out with boys either with my friends.
Like the squad, yeah.
With the girls. Okay. And sometimes I feel like my mom will be like, why are you hanging out with these random guys? I'm like, but they're not random. They're like my friends, you know? And then that's why I always be like, oh, we ran into them. So we hung out with them for a bit. So it's less, you know.
All right. Now, to change the subject a little, I've noticed that you are very LGBTQ inclined. Now, that has nothing to do with your own person. Yes, that has nothing to do with your own sexuality. And if it did, like, who cares? Mm-hmm. But you love the pronoun.
I'm very supportive.
You're very they. So I don't talk to me about that. Where does this come from?
Well, a lot of my friends are a part of the LGBT, so I feel like I should be a part of like an ally towards them because.
So you do it to support them.
And I do have like a lot of gay cousins as well on my mom's side, and I just feel like there's really no point in like not being an ally to those people because they're human as well. Like we're all the same. They just have a different preferences and stuff.
That's all it is. It's just a preference.
It's just a different preference, you know. And like I just find that it's not fair that these people are oppressed, like other people are oppressed against them, and it's just not fair because they have rights too. They're not like like they're not like
you're
like,
right.
Yeah,
you're completely right.
And I just feel like I should take part in supporting them because they are people too.
How old are you again?
I'm 15.
15.
Yeah.
This is something that the world needs to realize is that, you know, the 15-year-old has this type of mentality. You know, back then with the boomers, this wasn't it.
Yeah.
You know, this is where, oppression, I feel, was really felt.
Yeah.
And it carried over to us millennials and now you Gen Zs.
Yeah.
I feel like us millennials, we did a pretty good job at kind of straightening out the wrinkles. And you guys are now just like riding the wave.
Yeah.
But that's amazing. You know, the fact that you understand that the world is already a hard enough place as it is. And, you know, you just being a supporter. Like, you're not doing anything extra. Just supporting, not being against it. It makes a huge difference. And, you know, in these people's lives, you know, family members, friends, and whatever. And I find that really cool about yourself, personally. You know, I always hear you, how do you, you know, always use that term of they before, you know, the person itself tells you, well, nah, he or she or whatever. Like, you're not the one to assume.
Because, like, a lot of people do get really upset when they are mispronounced. So, like, I feel like if I call them, because I don't want to call them from, like, what their visible gender looks like, I feel like I should just go with the they, because they could be they or they could be he or she, depending on their preference. Whatever,
well, that's cool. That's really cool. You know, the fact that you are that aware of like where society is at with that stuff. And you know, it's really, really interesting how, you know, we've created this society that a 15-year-old is very well educated about the subject. Like, you know, me, for example, I didn't started paying attention to this stuff until like mid-20s. You know, there's always been born a girl, that's it. You know? And, but, you know, luckily I was educated about it, and I'm with you. I'm really want to make the world a little easier, either for me or for whoever else that needs it. Because at the end of the day, you know, us, unity, it's really all that we need to move forward. Come here, you. Yeah, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go upstairs to my room and grab my charger for my computer. This is life. How far is too far? For the people that don't believe it. And no, this is not going to get cropped out. Yes, I need my charger like ASAP because my computer is about to die. Talia, tell me, what's your next move? What do you have for yourself coming up in the future? Did we say what you want to do after high school yet? Oh, you said you wanted to teach. Yeah. So teachers, college, all that stuff. Now for the fun stuff. Do you have any fun plans? Any trips? Any places that you wish you went to? Do you want to go to?
I do wish I had my quince last year.
Aww.
Which I feel pretty upset about. Yeah. But I mean, what can you do?
Well, it's a pandemic, so like, what can you really do?
Yeah, so I would have had a sweet 16, but you know, I don't think COVID's gonna be done by the time it's my birthday, or the time I want to have it. So.
It will not be done.
Yeah, I just hope it's done before my grade 11 year, where all my friends will be driving and stuff like that.
I see.
Yeah.
And now, how, like, tell me, like, for the people that don't know, like, La Quince is like a party. It's kind of like Sweet 16 for Spanish people. Now, how did this affect you? The fact that you weren't able, because I feel like that's when COVID broke out.
Yeah, it happened maybe like 6 months before my quince was supposed to come, and I had like all the stuff booked and everything, so I was
So you
prepared.
had the dress.
Well, I don't have the dress yet, but I'm planning on getting it soon.
Okay, so you had all your preps, like, you know, the haul, you had
the makeup, the hair. We had the whole court planned out. We were still working on the dance, but you know, once everything was on lockdown, we couldn't really do quince practices anymore. Yeah. But I am kind of glad that I didn't have my quince when I did, because now I'm realizing the people who were in my court, they know who they are.
Oh shit.
I'm happy that I didn't have them in my quince.
They would have ruined the pictures, eh?
They would have ruined it because I don't talk to any of those people anymore. And I'm proud. I don't care to say it. If they're watching this, I don't really care. They know I don't like them like that anymore.
Juice. Heat.
I don't like being disrespected by those people, so...
No. There's no mean of disrespect. At the end of the day, it was your quince that would have got it ruined because, you know, those people washed up. And, you know, and that's a good lesson of life. You know, people come and go. Yeah. People are so spendable. You know, just the only people that you should really, really, really care about is your family.
Yeah.
And there's going to be another type of family that you'll soon come across, and it's a family that is not blood related to you. Those motherfuckers are important too. But you will find out who they are. You know, people like this, like, you know, everything is fun, he, ha, 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 and then they just, it's okay. You know, we don't have to hate them. We don't, just whatever. It's just part of life. That's just how the life is. You know, they come, they go, and vice versa. Like, you know, you probably walked out of like some friendships yourself.
Oh yeah, plenty.
Right. So like it is what it is. Ain't nothing to be hateful about. That's great. Wow, that's so like it's a little shocking because, you know, I think about it. You have to have how many people you had in for the dance?
I think I had 15, including me.
15. So you had the whole 15.
Yeah.
Wow. Them kisses was gonna be lit.
It was.
Because usually like people do like half, 5, 4, whatever.
Yeah.
But the whole 15, I haven't seen that one in a minute, to be honest. So none of them.
I think the only people that I'm still really close with in my court are my cousins and, well, my cousin Jocelyn, have to be specific, and my good friend Natalia. Yeah.
Pause. So how many cousins were in the court?
Okay, so we have those two.
Which two?
I don't want to say their name, but they know who they are.
Okay, so there was 2 cousins. Okay, who else?
2 cousins, they're twins.
Uh-huh.
Then we have my cousin that lives in Hamilton, and then we have my other cousin who's a boy.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's it.
So
and then the rest were the friends that I'm not friends with.
So the friends, whatever. So now we got actual families. So you have 5 cousins in the court. And out of the 5 cousins, you only cool with one of them now?
2 of them.
2 of them. Who's that?
My cousin Jocelyn. She has been...
Shout out to Jocelyn. We love you, Jocelyn.
She's been my best friend since I was born. We're the same age, so we're really close. And then my cousin Josue, he was going to be...
That's the guy in Hamilton?
No, he lives in Toronto.
Okay.
He's one of my close cousins as well. I don't really talk to him that much, but like we're still really close. And then the other 2, they know where they live. And I don't talk to them. I don't really care for them like that anymore.
Oh shit!
They're just my cousins.
Can we know what happened? Was it something like?
Okay, I'll be glad to talk about that.
Talk to me.
So, basically, I was in their quince. At this time, I wasn't really close with them. Like, I didn't really want to have like a really close connection with them because I was fine with who I was really close with my family. Like I was fine with being close with my cousin Jocelyn and my cousin Josue. Then eventually I did get close with them, and these other 2 guys.
Okay.
We're gonna do initials because I don't want to say their names.
Okay, that's fine.
There was T and J.
T and J.
That's
a story.
10
and J.
They and we all became like friends. We all became friends and stuff. Like all 5 of us. I think it's 5.
Okay.
And then we got introduced to more of their friends and / cousins, which was B and A. B and A, T and J, they were all close friends, all close cousins and stuff.
Okay.
And then we all became close. And then T started dating one of the twins.
Okay.